If you eat an edible.
All right now. This one right here goes out to the 210. This is for all the real hustlers and the people that's been wondering where we been. Well, we back, baby. We didn't really go nowhere, but we back, baby. And we back with DJ Baby Blue Diamond, BBD, T1, and D live at 5. Yeah, I know you feel it. For all the parents and the children, grinding for better, sending praises to the ceiling. Well, you asked, I guess it's time that we spill it. See, there's a difference between copy and really being authentic. Most can play the game well, but they not really in it. See, that's the story of my life. I was the underdog. Then I found myself and found my voice. Now I'm in front of y'all, doing it big for the tone, for the bros, for the hustlers and the Joes and everybody in between. I can't explain how I be feeling till I feel it, but the way that I've been lately, don't think I can be defeated. Forget the season, all summer, winter, spring, and fall I'm eating. Forget the reason, just believe me when I tell you that I'm ready. And if I call you on the celly and you really my friend, better receive me.
Yo, it's your girl, DJ Baby Blue Diamond.
Yo, what's up? What's your boy, T1?
And you tuned into Where You Ask podcast. Excuse the voice. I've been yelling at kids, so I kind of lost it. We have Ben in the building. What up, what up? You know who he is. He's been on Where You Ask before. Now, we were supposed to have a guest, the Chief Suits podcast, but they decided to reschedule. We're going to do it another day. We're not going to go into no details, but just know they are still going to be a part of our podcast soon, so you don't want to miss that. Shout out to D, our co-host who couldn't make it, handling some stuff. You know how that works when you got kids, family, all that good stuff. So he'll be back next Wednesday, hopefully, to join us on these dope topics. Now, I don't remember the lady who was giving out free stuff yesterday at the competition. I like free stuff. I wanted something free. It's an edible. Never had edible. I'm gonna try it live. Pray for me. Pray for my co-host. Who's gonna take it with me?
Don't put me out there like that. I ain't say that.
You gonna take one with me? Come on.
I am not.
You're not taking one with me?
I don't even promote drugs.
He's taking one with me. He's taking a small piece. You gotta take a small piece. Come on. Go for it. Do it. Don't be shy.
I'm good.
You ain't about that life, really?
Mm-mm.
You really not?
Nope.
I'm gonna take a small piece.
I gotta drive home.
Oh Lord. Is it really gonna do something to you?
While she's smelling the bag real quick, let me shout out a couple.
Smell it.
HKA USA, one of my sponsors.
I want to take it. It's kind of loud.
And
what up, Mrs. Perry? Thank you for tuning in.
The Samoan Dynasty, Ultimate Oos, Yoko on the front. You know what I'm saying? I'm a big pro wrestling nut.
And I don't like the way it smells.
Following that family for a very long time, so I support everything that they do. They even put me on a couple of their stories one time, so it was nice. That's what's up.
I don't like the way it smells. Might smell bad. It smells bad.
Some water.
Shout out to I want to say shout out to one of the members of the Chief Shoes podcast, Rashad T. IQ. It's his birthday, so happy birthday to him. I know they're supposed to be on it. That would have been a dope book. We got a couple of stuff to talk about tonight. Like, man, I know y'all been seeing that crate challenge that's been going on. Mm-hmm. Why do you have? Okay, first off, I wonder who came up with this dumb idea.
Who came up with it? Oh, I don't know.
Got to be some clucker or somebody in some hood gave somebody 20 piece of crack to get on there or do something.
Wow. Man, so what are your thoughts on it? Do you think are you down to do it? Do you think this is funny? You think this is a cool challenge, a hood challenge? I know it's a hood challenge. Y'all know that.
I'm not doing it. I just put it together.
I'm not doing it either.
I'm not doing it.
I'm not gonna do it. I'm too big to do anything like that.
I've seen some nasty wipeouts. You know what I'm saying?
Oh, somebody pierced their back, fell and got stuck the back, ended up in the hospital. But yeah.
I see that one in Louisiana when they were doing the challenge and somebody came and started shooting them, killed 2 out of the 5 that were there.
No. But I saw the one when someone kicked their crates while they were doing it.
Yeah.
And then we had the fastest one. I sent y'all the video. The guy with the fastest crate. He just went, did it. But I kind of get where they were coming from. You want to show your athleticism, but there's other ways to do it besides crates. Go race somebody. Go, I don't know. Do something.
Just don't be them old ladies racing in the middle of the street. You seen them when they be tripping like about 5 feet down?
No, but I saw that. I saw the one with Webby when Webby was chasing his kids and he fell and scraped his arm. You know, people think they're young, but they're not young anymore. So you can't be doing that.
Or have life insurance.
Invest
in life insurance before you do the crate challenge.
Man,
I saw the Houston Rockets mascot. He did it. He did the whole thing.
He did?
Yeah. That's the only one I've seen.
Man, so not only are celebrities doing, we got mascots doing it. That's crazy. But speaking of challenges, I guess speaking of sports, man, I don't know if y'all heard, but today I saw that the Currys are getting a divorce. Del Curry and his wife are getting a divorce, which is like one of the couples that people kind of look up to as like couple goals, even though we're not supposed to have couple goals. But apparently she was cheating on an NFL player, ex-NFL player.
Yeah, so I guess he was on
some white man.
Yeah, I don't know how long he was in the league, but I know the story I read right before I showed up here. It said like 1988, at least 1988. That's when he like got into the league or something like that. So,
man, I was not expecting that. That kind of broke my heart a little bit. I think I broke my heart.
But how do you feel about that? Because I know throughout time, people lose attraction or they get busy or somebody gives them a different type of attention that they never got before, you know, and stuff like that happens. How do you feel about that, about them sitting here being together so long and then one of them causing that to happen?
Well, I hate that they're going through it, and I hate that they have to go through it publicly because, you know, you people know who they are. I just hate for anyone to go through a divorce publicly because then it gets messy. Other people want to chime in. Other famous people want to chime in. And then y'all start treating each other back and forth, saying messy stuff. I'm not saying that's what they're going to do, but I just hate that in general. And like I said, they were more like couple goals for a lot of people. So
for who? I ain't never heard nobody, not the two, not the mom and the dad. I ain't heard nobody say the mom and the dad was goals. I ain't heard that one. That's new to me.
I don't hear people say it, but you just kind of look at the Currys in general as like that perfect family, mom and dad.
I mean, in totality, like mom, dad, sons,
exactly.
Okay,
the whole extension, not just them, because you see the mom and dad, and then like the dad wasn't kind of like that overprotective where they over push their sons made the league. He wasn't that dad like you better play my son type. Not like the Balls, you know, he was laid back. He let the sun shine when it needs to shine. He wasn't trying to overshine them. He knew he had his time. You know, they raised the 2 sons, a daughter, and then they all get married, have kids. Like in general, like you said, the whole family.
But I think when he was in the league, it wasn't as much as it is now, because now we know Steph Curry's wife. We know the late great Kobe Bryant's wife. We know all like who they're associated with compared to whenever their dad was in the league. And we didn't really hear too much about spouses, you know, other than like Phil Jackson's spouse or Pat Riley's spouse, you know, somebody like that. So I don't really see too much of the pressure being there in their marriage. But like I said, maybe something happens that we don't know that happened behind closed
Won't
doors.
nobody thinking about the Currys. Loyal. That's true, Mrs. Perry. I get what you said. But yeah.
Well, you mentioned something about LeVar Ball. I was actually having a conversation with my coach on the way here.
Yeah.
And you know what I'm saying, we were talking about it, and I've been a fan of what LeVar Ball has been doing ever since like this pretty much like his whole like campaign kind of started.
Yeah.
Because one I already knew who the brothers were, because I watched a lot of Ball's Life type stuff. So before like the dad became the figurehead, I already knew who the boys were. But once he came, once LeVar became the mouthpiece, when you're building something, it's almost like you gotta be relentless, and you gotta be a little bit a lot of insane.
Yeah.
To see to see it come true. You feel what I'm saying? From the jump, he said all my boys are gonna be in the NBA. It's not like he forced these boys to play ball.
No.
You feel what I'm saying?
But my thing is, okay, I get it. You gotta be insane to get them there. But once you get them there, that's when you fall back.
Well, you see, he fell back. All three of them boys in the NBA now.
No, when the youngest one got in, he didn't fall back right away.
Yeah, he did.
He was like, man, y'all wanted him. You better play him. Fall back. Let them play them when they want to play him.
Yeah, but that's the thing. But you're talking like
I love LeVar.
You speak like, but you're speaking on when they were overseas.
No. This is when the younger one first got drafted, and they didn't play him at first, and then he was like, man, you wanted him, play him.
Yeah, of course. Well, yeah, like you.
Fall back, let the coaches. You got him to the NBA. And that's when you fall back and let them do what they got to do.
They played him right. They played him right.
Have
you heard him peep out of the
because he wouldn't shut up. I wouldn't do that if I was a coach.
I think he's dominating.
That's why I try to be a coach.
Right now?
Well, yeah, like Jello did real good summer league, and then I don't know if Charlotte actually gave him a contract this year, because it was Charlotte's team.
See, I don't know LeVar
his team
the way y'all know him like that, so I just know him from his show on Facebook that they have that I watch, and I'm just like,
I see a very involved daddy.
Well, I don't mind LeVar. I don't like the youngest one. He too cocky for me.
Do you think he's involved more because he knows the business? He's been there and he's seen how they've treated players.
He was never an NBA player though, was he?
No, he wasn't in the NBA, but he's
been around basketball.
He's been around basketball all his life.
Yeah.
You feel what I'm saying? So,
now, do you feel like that makes a difference? For instance, like you said, we got LeVar Ball, who never been in the NBA, and his sons made it, and then you got the Currys, who's been in the NBA, and his sons made it. You feel like there's a difference? As in, like the way, like the difference, as in the way they push their kids. A difference, as in, do you feel like the Currys had an upper hand than the Balls?
No.
Well,
no.
A little bit.
Yeah,
because the name rings too.
Like when you
not just talent too, but
you've been around professional athletes all your life.
Yeah.
So I can't say that there wasn't an advantage there, but at the same time, it just goes to show you
they still have to wait for it.
You know what I'm saying? You said, like, just because
your last name is Curry, you suck.
Yeah. Because if that was the case, Jordan's two sons would be in the league.
I mean, David Robinson's son right now plays in Notre Dame.
I'm still trying to question.
Not no more. He was playing like the receiver, because the receiver was a Justin. Justin, he stopped playing because he like from a concussion, and then the youngest boy, 50, he was playing overseas, and then he played in the summer league. Nobody gave him a contract, so now he's back overseas. So like you said, like if your last name, just because your last name is a certain thing, it is not a guarantee for you.
Now that we're speaking about sports, are there any NBA players now or ex-NBA players whose sons or daughters you feel like should make it, that you've been like following, like Shaq's kids? I know they play.
I would like to see Sharif make it.
Yeah, that'd be kind of dope.
Especially, when he had to take that year off to get his health together.
I would have loved to see Kobe's daughter make it, but that's not gonna happen because of the tragic thing. That would have been dope. That would have been dope if she WNBA.
Is today his birthday or yesterday?
2 days ago.
2 days ago. Yeah. They had Kobe Day. R.I.P. Kobe, but that would have been dope to see her.
She would have demolished them
Yeah.
Them chicks in the league, man. Like, and college.
Yeah.
Oh my God,
She
man.
was trying to go to UConn, right?
Yeah, she was gonna go.
Jersey for
yeah,
her, right?
she had already made it up in her mind. That's where she was going.
Yeah. That's
wow.
sad.
I know Doc Rivers. He
Wow.
drafted his son
Mhm.
to play for him, or no, he got New Orleans to draft him, and they traded him in the draft, and then he coached him for like about 4 or 5 years, I think.
Which that right there, see, I ain't like that move.
Yeah, I don't know how I feel about that.
I'm not a fan. I'm not in favor of.
Yeah.
Like if you're like a pro coach coaching his son. Like I'm not with that because you never saw like Bill Walton is one of the greatest NBA players we've ever seen.
Yeah.
And Bill Walton doesn't get a lot of credit for that. He's not in a lot of people's conversations. But you would have never saw Bill would commentate Luke's games and would literally shit on Luke the whole game. Luke could have a strong 15 and 5.
Mm-hmm.
Strong. Bill wouldn't even address it. And Luke looked just like his daddy. It ain't, you know what I'm saying? Like it's not like you didn't know who Luke Walton was.
Yeah.
You feel what I'm saying?
Ain't he the coach, or he was something with?
Yeah, he was the coach of the Lakers, and then now he's in, I think, I want to say Sacramento. I think. But yeah, I'm not with that. I'm not with that coaching your son. When it gets to a certain level, you shouldn't be coaching your son no more. Shouldn't be.
Well, but while we still talking about sports, I know y'all saw, I think that was it a football game where the fight happened?
Mm-hmm.
It was a football game where, I don't know if you see the video, we don't have a clip of it, but this white girl and this black man got into a disagreement, argument. She decided to throw hands at him, and then he was going to hit her back, but the boyfriend tried to step in and got knocked out a little bit. So I want to know, will you ever put hands on the opposite sex, or have you ever put hands on the opposite sex? Tell us about that story.
Nope.
Never.
I can't say that I have, but I will tell you this. These days, a lot of people think it's okay because how women want equal rights and all of that, but it's not. It's still a no for me. I'm set on my ways, and that's the way I see it. I have a daughter myself, and I don't want no one to put hands on her, so I'm gonna have to say no on that.
Yeah, I have. The situation.
Yeah, tell us about that. We got to find out.
The situation wasn't like I just you know what I'm saying, I just walked up to her and it wasn't nothing like that.
Mm-hmm.
This was back in high school.
Okay.
I was actually in the car with two friends of mine. I asked for a ride home. So I'm in the back seat, they're in the front, and they keep circling this neighborhood. And I'm like, what are y'all doing? I'm like, what are y'all doing? Like take me to the house. Like I asked y'all for a ride. He's like, man, we're gonna leave. I'm like, all right, man, let's go. And then once they hit the corner, I guess they found who they was looking for. It was this girl. And I mean, antagonizing the girl through the car door. I'm like, what is going on? And she and now the car stopped. They going back and forth. She at the sidewalk. We in the car. I'm like, yo, like, man, drive off. Like this is not actual ride.
Yeah.
They get a couple more exchanges, and I'm like, look, bro, drive off. Just go home. Just go home. But bro, drive off. Like this is stupid. So she's like, so she directed her aggression toward me, and I'm like, I mean, what's the problem? And they're like, what you say? So I repeated what I said. I said for you to just go home, and I told them to drive off. Like this ain't cool. So then she was like, say it again. Get out the car and say it. I was like, so I got out the car. Because I didn't say it. Because me, I didn't say anything that
bad.
One, I just said, look, just keep walking. They just keep walking. Just go home. And then, so I just pretty much said what I said over again. And then after I said it again, she starts firing off on me. like haymakers, and I'm like, and they connecting. I'm like, yo, man, this is crazy. I'm like, yo, chill out. Like, even though I'm trying to do this, she's still coming at me. I mean, taking off. So I'm like, yo, chill, man. You bugging. Like, stop. Like, hey, like, shit. Like, relax. I'm not even on that. Like, stop. So I get her up off me, and she charges at me again. Starts doing it again. I'm like, yo, please stop, because you're gonna make me do something I don't want to do. She charges at me again. She gets about that close to me, and I do that.
Yeah.
And I put her, and I like kind of restrain her like that. I'm like, yo, chill. Like, that was uncalled for.
Yeah.
That was the only I did that. It wasn't like I know how to I know how to fight. You know what I'm saying? So it's like, it'd have been dead wrong of me to just say, F it, and then do her how she was doing me.
Exactly.
You know what I'm saying? But like, it was literally like, yo, I have no other choice to get this girl up off of me. So I did that. Literally, it wasn't even a closed fist. It was literally that. And I put her head down like this. Yo, chill, relax, like, stop. I'm getting back in the car. Like, please stop. That was literally it. That was sophomore year of high school.
Man, shout out to the people tuned in. Mrs. Perry, AC Turner. We have the topic for tonight. Would you ever hit the opposite sex? I've never got into a fight, so I don't know how to worry about that. I know my brother would. He's opposed to it. He do it all the time. I don't condone it, but he will. You say you don't do that. I want to know your thoughts if you tune in. Would you ever hit the opposite sex? Mrs. Perry, would you ever hit the opposite sex? AC, would you ever hit the opposite sex? Anyone else tune in? Let us know if you would ever hit the opposite sex. We'd like to know your thoughts on that. Man, that's crazy. That's a crazy story you just told.
Yeah, well, I mean,
that's
I
crazy.
It wasn't even supposed to get there. Like,
exactly.
Literally.
You were trying to get home.
I'm trying to get to the house, and now because y'all harassing this girl, and for me telling her to just keep walking, and y'all to leave. Now I'm getting punched on.
Now, like, would you feel crazy. Like it? I don't know if you've seen the video or what we're talking about.
Yeah.
Do you feel like he would have been wrong if he would have hit her back if the boyfriend wouldn't have stepped in?
No, he did hit her back.
Oh, he did.
He hit her, but like, that's the thing about it was he showed restraint at first, but now when the boyfriend gets up. And now he's tussling. Now next thing you know, as he's in the middle of the fight with the boyfriend, she come up over the top, and now she smack. That's the second, third, fourth, and fifth time she hitting him.
Oh yeah.
He's swinging, connect, and she go that way. That's on her.
I didn't see the whole video. I just saw it.
Yeah, that's like my grandmother always said. For a woman should never put herself in a man's position. Because at the start of that video, you see him talking directly to him, talking around her.
So what
he
was
wasn't
the whole
even acknowledging
situation?
her.
Do y'all know the backstory?
Them two was probably drunk, and either he was standing up or whatever. Nobody knows exactly what would happen beforehand. Yeah. All we saw was the start of the video when he's talking to the dude sitting down. She's in his face. Yeah, he's not even looking at her. The only time that he gives her attention is when the second after her palm hits his face, and that's when his eyes lock on her, and he go like that. That's when the boyfriend jumps up. And they get into it. She inserts herself again. She gets hit. Now they tussling again. He gets knocked out and all of that. And I'm like, and that's my thing is like I don't like that throwing a rock high in your hand type shit. Yeah. Because so then now the bystanders. Yeah. That came over to stop it. They was like they telling the dude that pretty much got assaulted. Oh, okay, just leave. You need to leave and all that. No, get this broad and her dude up out of here. And I'm glad somebody was recording. It's like no, she hit him, and he ain't even hit her right. He ain't even hit her immediately after that. Didn't even do it. So I'm like, nah, I'm sorry. Like if you big enough to put your hands on somebody, you are surely big enough to take what's coming next. They'll be back. And
AC said that he said that he'll shake one, LOL.
What is that?
He'll shake one. LOL.
He'll shake one. Well,
whatever that means. I know what that means, but.
Oh yeah, shake. Yeah, I mean, I don't know. I'm just saying that was the only time I had been put in a situation where
where someone would
somebody was doing, you know what I'm saying, where somebody was doing that, and I couldn't walk away from the situation.
No, that makes sense. Man, that's craziness. Tonight we don't have too much topics to talk about tonight, but we did talk about the good ones that we wanted to talk about. Shout out to the host the podcast, Chief Seuss, who's supposed to come through but didn't get a chance to come through. Now, if you ever want to be on a guest on our show, because there's people who inbox us and always say, man, we didn't get the invite. You didn't invite us. Ask us. That's all you have to do. Don't make it seem like we're not inviting people. Sometimes we don't invite people. Sometimes they hit us up and we say, yeah. So if you want to be a guest on our show, hit us up. That's all you have to do. Hit us up. Don't be shy. Message us, inbox us, hit us up. I'll answer. Travis will answer. D will answer. Somebody will answer. Hit us up. Yeah, man, I want to talk about, this is not one of our topics, but I work at a school and I want to talk about school lunches because school lunches have changed a lot. And in my school, there's some like nasty chopped up beef they always serve the kids every other day and the kids can't stand it. But today, they actually served them taco salads, which was nachos, which is kind of weird, with the Dorito bags, and they put the cheese and the chicken. And that was kind of different. I was like, okay, I see you're trying to step up your game. But they keep serving this nasty beef, and I don't know why. So Justin ISD, stop serving this nasty beef. The kids do not want this nasty chopped up beef. And what they do is they put barbecue sauce on it to make it seem like it's barbecue. They put another seasoning on it, give you tortillas to say it's a taco. Or they put it between two buns and say it's something else. They just try to mask it with different flavors and like different side items and different breads to make it seem like it's something different. But it's the same thing. The cafeteria people tell us when they delivered the truck, that's all they delivered was mostly that. So I feel bad for the kids. The only thing that's different is Wednesdays because it's Mexican food. But I feel bad for the kids who have to eat that every other day. I really do.
I don't, and I've never been, but I'm equating it to this because it looks the same based off of the shit that I've seen.
Yeah, it's just
on these documentaries.
Yeah, it's not.
Why?
And see, it wasn't like that before, but I think before it wasn't like that. But once the quarantine hit, I guess they had to do foods that was easily packed for the kids to eat in their classrooms. And that's one of the foods that was easy to pack into a container compared to other foods. Because, for instance, when you give younger kids nachos, they don't know how to put it together. You give them the chips, the meat, the cheese, they don't know how to put it together. They just eat it separately. Like today, since the kids can eat in the cafeteria, they actually fixed the nachos for them in the bag so they know how to eat it. Younger kids don't know that. They're like, what's this? You tell them, oh, you put the meat on the chips. You do that? Oh, I didn't know that. So it's different. They want foods that's easily compactable to eat in the classroom, but I feel like that's nasty. And what else is nasty too is when they serve the kids like banana bread or muffins and it's like ice cold. Ice cold. Warm that stuff up. Kids don't want no cold, frozen, half frozen banana bread or muffins. It be cold because that's where they store it and they don't warm it up.
I don't understand why. Why do school food? And this is going up the high, and this is going up to high school too.
Because they cut corners. It's cheaper.
Why does that shit look like prison food?
Because it's cheaper. So, let's think about it. We all go shopping. I know y'all got kids, y'all got family, y'all go shopping. Y'all know how much it is to get chicken. Y'all know how much it is to get the seasonings and the flour and actually fry it. But how much cheaper is it to get chicken that's already cooked and you just warm it up?
So let me say this. In the feds, it's a little bit different.
Think about it.
I was in the feds for a while. So every Wednesday, it'd be Burger Day. We get Chick-fil-A fries. And they would always order in bulk. So in there, they would get we had Starbucks cupcakes for like a whole 2 months that we had for breakfast every day. But it's because let's say we order, the Starbucks here order something and they get delayed. They're about 3 days late to get to the store. They can't take it. So they sell it to the federal system for half off, and we'll get it, and then we'll feed everybody on the unit. Because I was the head cook there for 2 years. We would feed everything, but I know what meat you're talking about. Like it's chopped up and it's glossy. It looks like it's been washed in soap.
And it's stringy.
It's real nasty.
And it's stringy.
But why?
Because it's supposed to be like barbecue. It's supposed to be like the chopped barbecue, but they don't do it.
It's usually wherever they get the manufacturing from.
And then, and the worst thing they serve the kids is the chicken. Kids be getting excited for fried chicken, thinking they're getting fried chicken, but it's not fried chicken. I don't know what it is. It's chicken that they coat and then they bake it, and it's nasty. And kids be mad because they thinking they're getting crispy skin, but the skin look crispy, but when they bite into it, it's wobbly. Yo, shout out to D for tuning in. We talking about cafeteria food and how it looks nasty. But one thing I can say, which I was taught and I still use to this day, always be nice to the cafeteria people, staff, because they will hook you up. Because they always cooking extra stuff in the back and hooking it up and bringing stuff from home. So they will hook you up. But
see that.
Because the school my mom used to work at, those cafeteria people used to make homemade enchiladas, soups, everything from home and feed it to the staff members while the kids get the nasty stuff. They make the homemade cornbread, homemade biscuits, extra butter if you're nice to them. But I don't know what's going on. But I feel like they cutting corners, especially with the quarantine. They really cutting corners. They're trying to save money. And, kids, school gets funded when kids are in school, but kids are not in school because they sick. We ain't got no money to feed the kids. And then now, because of the quarantine, everyone eats free. So they're really not making money off the lunches. They kind of cut corners. But I just want to, that's my little rant for tonight. Because I work at a school and I just feel bad when you see the kids.
Man, these school districts got to do better.
But I don't know what's worse. The fact that you had to decide between, do I want this nasty barbecue looking thing or do I just want a yogurt cup? Because now kids can just get a yogurt cup, what's it called? Those goldfish and something else, and that's considered a full meal. Or they can get a peanut butter cup with some celery, graham crackers, and something else, and that's considered a full meal.
I would probably say the yogurt cup, the graham crackers, and the celery.
That's a full meal. That's considered a full meal.
I probably would eat that.
I know I probably
would choose that.
I probably would choose that over that. But if you go home and but think about it, if you go home and your child said, "Oh, for lunch, my full meal was a yogurt cup," like that's not a full meal to me.
Okay, well then I put it to you like this. Then. Like I'm not saying
I feel like that's not a full meal.
I'm not saying everybody is like, gourmet chefs and nothing like that. But whatever works for your household that your kids like.
Yeah.
Like pack that up for them for their lunch.
D said
like that.
School food is the worst. If they cared about the health of the kids, they would do better. Everything's processed. Shoot. I'm still trying to figure out how like yogurt can be considered a full lunch meal though.
What happened to the pizza, the square pizza they used to serve?
In the breakfast. Well, and they stopped serving pizza at all in general. Where they really get pizza, and if they do, it's just cheese pizza, no pepperoni, and then it makes it worse when a lot of kids have a lot of allergies, so you got to cook for that. But that's
I don't know. When
story.
I went to school, I used to go in there with $5, and they say, "Hey, you want ice cream?"
Oh yeah, they used to sell the ice cream. They don't sell that anymore. Man, they don't sell cookies. Well, since the COVID, they really stopped selling stuff. But yeah, they used to sell stuff back in the day. That was the ish, man.
Now McAllister's individually wrapping their cookies, and they didn't do that before.
They are?
Yeah, I don't like that.
What?
KFC do it too. Cause like KFC like cookies used to come with the parchment paper.
I never had KFC.
Now they all individually wrapped, and it's
so what's your favorite cookie?
Peanut butter.
My favorite cookie is a cookie that I don't make no more.
What is it?
Back when I was a kid, Mrs. Fields was the move.
Okay.
And they had these colossal sugar butter M&M cookies. And anybody that went to the Hampton in the Hampton Coliseum Mall in Hampton, Virginia, y'all know exactly what I'm talking about.
Yeah.
It's a big sugar butter cookie, but it had the actual regular size M&Ms on the cookie.
Yeah. Man, mine is mother's oat milk cookie with the frosting on top. Dip it in that milk, let it get soggy a little bit, eat it, boom.
Who?
Mother's oatmeal cookie. It's the brand Mother's. It's the oatmeal cookie with the frosting.
I've seen cookies like that. I just didn't know what they were.
Oh Lord. What's your favorite cookie?
I like chocolate chip or like chocolate chunk.
Chocolate plain.
So
chocolate
so if you go Chips Ahoy, you getting chocolate chunk. That's what you
soft
said.
ones.
Yeah.
Okay, Live at 5 said macadamia is his favorite.
Oh yeah. Because if you dip the soft ones in the milk, they still chewy, but they
They used to have the Mrs. Baird stores, remember?
Yeah.
Man, I used to take a book of poo stamps in there, and I used to give me cinnamon roll.
Now they honey bun.
Yes.
Honey bun.
Yes. Oh. Yes.
Now, I used to clean the 18-wheelers at Mrs. Baird's.
Oh, really?
We would pressure wash them. We would go in there and they would give us boxes of honey buns.
Man, I'm telling you, honey buns, cinnamon rolls. Yes.
There ain't a honey bun on the planet that's touching Mrs. Baird.
I love cinnamon rolls.
One.
That's my thing. Cinnamon rolls is to my heart, man. That is my heart. But we all talking about food. So what is like your go-to favorite food that you could just eat over and over again?
Pizza.
Pizza?
I'm a fifth Ninja Turtle.
Man, mine is between
I guess
pizza.
I'm the sixth one. Like I love
Mine is between pizza and hot wings and crab legs. Like it's a top three. Not crab leg. What is it called? Crawfish. Well, they can go together. Crawfish, crab legs is like my top three.
Like I've been out and about all day since like 12 o'clock, and I have pizza at home waiting for me after I leave from here. I ordered it through the app and had them deliver it to my house when I was on 410 coming this way.
Wow.
Okay, so who got the best pizza?
Pizza Hut, hands down. If you don't say Pizza Hut, you lying. Pizza Hut has the best pizza. It's the right amount of greasiness. You got to get the thin crust with the pepperoni, because with the thin crust, you don't feel as bad as eating pizza because it's a little healthy for you. With the salad on the side.
Let me say this.
Almost every
Chuck E.
Friday,
Cheese
that's
got
how
the
we would
best
get it. That's how we would get it every Friday.
If I'm gonna go to Pizza Hut, I'm gonna get the Parmesan cheese buffalo wings from there.
I never had that.
Because the way that they do it, they put the Parmesan, the liquid, and you shake it up.
You said Little Caesars?
No,
Pizza Hut,
Pizza Hut,
Parmesan
the wings.
cheese.
I would get the wings from
had
there.
it.
Now, if I want some good pizza, I ain't gonna lie. I'm gonna stop at 7.
Best cookie ever in Virginia.
7-Eleven.
You ever had a Hunt Brothers pizza?
Yeah.
Okay,
I
D
buy those at like Valero.
D said his
They're
favorite food
right?
is
Yeah,
tacos.
you used to get them like
Tacos?
Tacos is D's favorite food.
on
Tacos
base
is up
they
there for me too.
sold like a little shopettes and stuff. You can get them like $1.50. Students will come through and snag all of them up.
Man.
But Chuck E. Cheese pizza.
Nah, I like Papa John's or Domino's. D said Papa John's. Nah, Papa John's is a racist. We ain't supporting Papa John's. But Domino's do the square cut pizza doughs. I can like that.
I ain't gonna lie. Where I work at Tesco, man, we have 3 restaurants in there. We have the pizzeria, the fried foods, and then they have the meal of the day. They make pizza there, handmade every day. Man, it'd be bomb after working 6-hour shift and you're hungry. And they got the little mini ones, and then they got per slices, and they make it so good. Shout out to them, man.
When y'all go to the mall, are y'all the type to like go back and forth and take all the samples, or you the type to be like no samples?
I may do like one or two samples.
You ain't the type to go back and be like, I ain't never came here before.
No,
You ain't seen me before.
I'll do that at HEB when they be serving wine.
I do that at Sam's. I do that at Sam's when Sam do the samples.
I just want a
Sam's.
shot of wine real quick while I'm shotting.
I do that at Sam's.
And they generous with it too. Like they'll keep giving it to
No,
you.
you know what? Try this one. This is a different flavor.
Yeah.
Okay. No, this is the other flavor.
Hey, them what do they call them? I don't even know what they call them, but them folk in the middle of HEB that be giving samples out of drink, they have no problem getting you lick it up.
Before you,
I don't know
at all.
you,
They have no problem with that.
Because when you lick it up, you're gonna buy some stuff that you probably didn't need or didn't know you needed or you didn't
for
want.
real.
You're gonna come home talking about we needed 3 loaves of bread.
I don't know. After they serve me a couple of cups, I don't know. Do I need to tip them?
No, don't you feel like
you got a tip jar at the bar? Or
for
what?
real.
That tip.
For real.
So what's my bill? How much?
You know who they should? You know who they should allow? I don't know if they do or not. Allowed to accept tips. The people that be cooking.
Oh yeah.
Those live demos.
Yeah, the live demos. They need to tip them.
Yeah.
And then literally have like some sort of structure set up to where if they bought that particular product that they were advertising or whatever, they get a percentage off of that. Like
they should, man.
Because you got to sit there and cook it. You got to talk about it.
What's the cheesiest demo you've seen? Because I know you're not talking about food, but I know you see demos for knives, for cleaning products.
I hate
what's the cheesiest
demos for knives.
The knives?
I hate it.
I hate the one for hair products.
Is it because they advertise they're going to give you so many knives and they give you like the littlest one?
I've seen that happen before. That happened to my aunt one time. She was hot.
Sam's always has a nice.
I hate the hair products. Because especially when they think they come up to us and they think they're going to try to sell us like a flat iron, and then they see that we got braids, they don't know how to poach us. They be like, do I say something? Do I not say something? How do I poach this? Nah, go ahead, Sally. We don't need a flat iron. You see our hair. Nah. But no, those hair people be pushy sometimes. But yeah, the nice people are pushy.
The people in the middle of the mall with the makeups and
the
cologne.
The spray. Oh, the instant guy is the pushiest. The instant guy is the pushiest.
No, or them
those t-shirt people.
Them DirecTV.
Oh yeah.
In Walmart.
Oh, they hit me up at Walmart one day.
Yes.
It's like, do you have Spectrum? I said, man, I work for Spectrum. Like, man, I already know all this. I'm like, I'm good.
Yes, man.
Man, who you got? You be halfway down.
Yeah.
The other one. Sure, we can get you out your contract.
I always,
stop talking
every
to
time they do that, whatever company it is, I tell them that's what I have. Even if I don't. So if it's Spectrum, what do you have? I have Spectrum. If it's AT&T, who do you have? AT&T. That's what's up. Who do you have? Is that Verizon? Oh, I have Verizon. And they leave you alone because you already got their company.
No, but they don't leave you alone because then they feel like they can use you as an example for potential customers. Like, see that man over there, that gentleman right there, he has it too, and he has this, that, and the third, and they using you for their life.
Man, that's funny.
I don't like
those middle of the mall people.
I ain't been to the mall in a minute.
Man, the t-shirt people be pushy. All them people in the middle of the mall.
But I remember I would go in there and they try this cologne here. Like,
you be coming out smelling like 10 different smells.
Like, this right here, like, or they'll lie to you and say, this is Dolce Light Blue.
Yeah.
No,
I wear Dolce Light Blue.
No, this is what gets
this
me.
This don't smell like Dolce
Light Blue. I don't know
what's
worse, the cologne people or the people who sell cologne and then fake jewelry at the same time. You know the kiosk that's like right there. You see the cologne, you see all the chains, the watches, the wig. You have a man, you have a boyfriend, a girlfriend.
Yeah, they be all up in here.
You gonna marry her, right? Get this wing. She would love this wing. This wing is the perfect size for her.
You ever notice that
your man would love this watch?
You ever notice that them
this
kiosks
fake Rolex,
are right
Olex.
Outside.
He would love the Olex.
You ever notice that them kiosks are right outside actual jewelry stores?
They are.
Like if you walk
and look, they be chasing you down Walmart.
You walk in North Star and it's right by it's on the first floor, right by the parking garage.
Man.
There's an ice cream spot right next to
North Star?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Cat corner to that where the escalators are is the Rolex store.
Yep.
Yeah.
Now, where you think? If you got the bread to buy jewelry, where are you going first?
I'm not going to the middle of the mall.
Exactly.
Like Jeezy said.
Exactly.
Man,
Jeezy told you so you ain't icy at all. Your jewelry look like it came out in the middle of the mall.
Yeah, middle of the mall. Who said that? It was what's his name? Rick Math has a song called "Middle of the Mall Ish." But we find that middle of the mall stuff. That's funny, man. But shout out to Ben for stopping through on Where You Ask podcast. Shout out to D for tuning in. We miss you. Shout out to Mrs. Pay for tuning in. Shout out to AC Turner for tuning in. You know we are the best podcast. Throw that out there, AC. We are the best podcast. But yeah, we are the best podcast. I want to say shout out to Erica Shepard who did that boat party that a DJ had. That was a dope experience for me. Ain't never been on a boat like that and never DJ'd on a boat like that.
Drive the boat?
I didn't drive the boat, but that was a dope experience for me to DJ on the boat, man. That was really dope. Shout out to I don't know what you're saying, Richard Hunter. Thank you for tuning in. Shout out to Chase Jackson who booked me to DJ at the Wonder Chamber. Never been at the Wonder Chamber, and I never DJ'd at the Wonder Chamber. So that's gonna be a dope experience. I get to do that this Saturday. That's gonna be really dope. I know a lot of people think the Wonder Chamber is overrated. I've never been.
What is the Wonder Chamber?
That's where they have all those rooms and they change it to different scenes. People do a lot of photo shoots
Like the
there.
atrium?
I guess I've never been there. I don't know. But it's a very dope place, and we the best. Yes, we are. We the best, D. So shout out to them for booking me for those events. That is very dope. If you want to book us for anything, hit us up. You ever need security? Hit up Travis. You ever need DJ? Hit me up. Need an interview? Hit me up. Hit up D. We got you. We are a one-stop shop. What we have coming up next? Oh, we will be on Radioactive September 26th. I think we have that coming up. I don't know what else we have coming up.
I'll be on Radioactive the 19th.
Really?
I think.
Of September?
19th. They got me and an artist, one of my artists.
Okay, that's what's up. So it's gonna be here. So you be back here.
Okay, so I'll be back here.
You be back here. That's what's up, man. But if you want to be on our show, hit us up. We'll definitely let it be on. We'll definitely love to have you on our show. Go ahead.
Real quick.
Tell us.
Two things. One,
We the best.
yeah, well, a few things have been like we the best podcast in the city, whatever. Never mind how y'all feel about it. I said what I said. That's the first thing. Second thing, this Sunday, fight started at 11. Fury FC 49
Okay.
at Cowboys Dance Hall. 6 of my teammates. It's PSMT versus everybody.
Are you gonna be out there?
I'm gonna be out there supporting my teammates.
So hopefully you shoot some video footage, pictures, so we can post that on our page.
If I remember.
Do you remember?
If I
You're
remember.
gonna be so excited with the fight.
Yeah,
I know.
If I remember, I'll take
That's
pictures.
cool. That's dope. Cowboys Dance Hall. Make sure you go out there. That's not that far from here. Chris said, "Hey, what's up? You've been busy with life." We get it, Chris. But thank you for tuning in anyway. We love you guys, man. But I'm DJ Baby Blue Diamond.
All right, I'm T1.
We got D Live at 5 on there. This is Bid, and we are out. Peace.